day two of our Ferrari Challenge weekend at the Sonoma Raceway in Northern California. With the sun shining, the cars of Ferrari Challenge, Copa Shell and Copa Shell Am would be the first to show on track. And wow, what a race it was going to end up being then as the cars headed up the hill. Jerry Walters was absolutely determined, having had a couple of podiums this year. Could she potentially take a win? Well, Jan Bernier was gifted that opportunity in Copa Shell as he was able to take advantage. And, well, Jerry Walters, her determination was 100%. Getting past Roger Monteforte, Jan Bernier would take the win for Copa Shell, and Jerry Walters then, or Bubbles as she is known, takes the checkered flag for the Copa Shell Am drivers and was thrilled to take her first win in the Ferrari Challenge. In Trofeo Pirelli, well, Roberto Perina had done a good job in qualifying and he made sure the start was nailed as well. Unfortunately, getting nailed there was Tony Davis, who got involved in a little bit of a skirmish, and that would ruin his race and perhaps play into the hands of the points haul of Brian Cook. Matias Perez Companc finding the grass, and he wouldn't be the only driver to do that, but Roberto Perina takes the checkered flag and takes the win for Trofeo Pirelli. And for Trofeo Pirelli Am, Brian Cook was absolutely thrilled with that P1 position that saw him cross the finish line, and the teammates celebrated to aplomb in the paddock area. Great job done by them. Up next, it would be the 488 cars. Now, who would be able to take it to Massimo Perina? Well, it was Titus Sherlock. He'd chased him all the way in qualifying, and then he got the start nailed, and then Massimo found himself in all sorts of strife. He would have to fight back from that. Gerda Svenslovas was doing a good job in the Shell drivers in the 488 Challenge. And so too was Matthew Dalton in a car which was not altogether familiar to him, but he made it count. Massimo Perina then fighting so hard to come back from having been turned around to try and get at least a podium. However, all his efforts, he just pushed a little bit too hard. And so too did Gerda Svenslovas from the lead of the Shell race. That played nicely into the hands of Matthew Dalton. Titus Sherlock then would celebrate victory for the Pirelli drivers in the 488 Challenge, and Matthew Dalton would celebrate victory for the Shell drivers in the 488 Challenge, and everyone celebrated on the podium.